Get ready, because today we're revealing what you missed in the first part. If you thought you already knew everything about Song Joong-ki's life, hold your breath, because this sequel goes even deeper. In the previous video, we showed how the actor kept details of his personal life secret and surprised fans with information few knew. But the story doesn't end there. Today we'll explore the most controversial side of his career, discuss rumors that have shaken his public image, and, most importantly, separate rumor from fact. That's right. You'll find out what really happened in his divorce from Song Hye-kyo, how he dealt with cheating accusations, and why some of his recent comments caused such outrage in South Korea. And the best part, by the end of this video, you'll have a much more complete understanding of who the real Song Joong-ki is, beyond the sensational headlines and internet gossip. You'll understand the impact of these controversies on his career, what changed afterward, and even hear inspiring stories about his secret donations and life choices few have the courage to make in the spotlight. In other words, if you like to look beyond the surface and want to see the truth behind fame, this video was made for you. Before we begin, please leave a like, as this really helps the channel bring you quality content and well-crafted investigations. If you're not yet a subscriber, subscribe now so you don't miss any updates on the world of dramas and Korean celebrities. Turn on the bell, because what's coming next will change the way you view Song Joong-ki's journey, and you won't want to miss out on this conversation. When it comes to Song Joong-ki's personal life, one of the phases that most caught the attention of fans and the media was his marriage to actress Song Hye-kyo, and especially the divorce that followed soon after. They met on the set of Descendants of the Sun, and their chemistry was so strong that it soon blossomed into an off-screen love story. In October 2017, they married in a beautiful ceremony that was dubbed the Wedding of the Year in South Korea. But, to everyone's surprise, less than 2 years later, in June 2019, the couple announced their divorce, and that's when the speculation began. Some foreign websites began spreading rumors that the reason was Song Joong-ki's alleged infidelity with his wife's makeup artist. The story gained traction because the makeup artist was a close friend of Song Hye-kyo and was always around at events and backstage. However, it's very important to clarify, there's no concrete evidence that this happened. Neither Song Joong-ki nor Song Hye-kyo have confirmed this story. What the couple's representatives have officially said is that the two had personality differences and that they could no longer maintain a healthy marriage. And this happens to many people. Sometimes, infidelity isn't necessary for a relationship to end. Another point that generated discussion was the manner in which the divorce was handled. Some say the request was made as a surprise, that the actress was unaware, but again, there's no official confirmation. What is known is that the process was quick, without public disputes, and the couple decided to respectfully separate. This shows that, despite the curiosity of many, they chose to protect their privacy and avoid a war of statements. It's important to remember that not everything we read online is true, and this case is a good example of how unfounded rumors can flourish. And that's precisely why we're here, to bring you clear information so you don't get lost in the babble of speculation. After his divorce, Song Joong-ki returned to focusing on work, but not everything was smooth sailing. One of the most notable incidents occurred when he commented in an interview that, in the entertainment industry, being a married actor with children can mean losing out on work opportunities. He believes this is a harsh reality, as audiences often prefer single protagonists, especially in romantic roles, and this can influence producers' choices. But this statement wasn't well received by everyone. Many internet users and fans began criticizing the actor, saying that men face far fewer barriers than women in this regard. Some commenters noted that Korean actresses frequently lose contracts, important roles, and are pressured to hide relationships or even pregnancies, and that, therefore, for a man to complain about this could seem insensitive. The controversy spread quickly, and the topic became a hot topic on fan forums. Another incident that sparked debate was when he referred to his wife in a way that some found disrespectful. In a video, he used the Korean word, which can simply mean she or that person, but depending on the context, it can sound cold or distant. For some fans, This seemed like a way to diminish his wife's importance, and it was enough to spark heated discussions on social media. Once again, the actor didn't respond directly to the criticism, preferring to remain silent and focus on his work. Furthermore, some dramas and films he starred in after these controversies did not have the same audience or impact as his big hits, such as Descendants of the Sunor Vincenzo. This has led to speculation that his public image could be affecting the reception of his projects. However, it's important to remember that in the entertainment world, underperforming isn't always the actor's fault. The script, direction, and even the timing of the release have a significant influence. What this phase of Song Joong-ki's life shows us is that, even for one of Korea's biggest stars, criticism and judgment are inevitable, but he kept working, choosing new roles, and staying focused on his career, which is a lesson for us all. Public life brings challenges, and the best we can do is move forward. When it comes to celebrities, it's impossible to ignore the rumors that emerge with every new step in their lives. In Song Joong-ki's case, many of these rumors gained momentum precisely after the announcement of his divorce, as fans and journalists tried to understand what had happened between him and Song Hye-kyo. One of the most common rumors claimed that he had filed for divorce without his wife's knowledge, completely surprising her. This version was widely discussed on social media, but there was never any official confirmation that this was the case. What is known, in fact, is that the process was very quick, and that the two preferred to keep everything discreet, without exchanging accusations in public. Another widely cited rumor was that of an alleged extramarital affair between Song Joong-ki and someone close to him, including the famous speculation about his ex-wife's makeup artist. This story, despite attracting attention from entertainment websites and fans, was never proven. No compromising photos, leaked messages, or concrete evidence have emerged to support this narrative. The actor himself and his agency have remained silent on the matter, which can be seen as a way to prevent the scandal from gaining further momentum. Rumors also circulated that Song Joong-ki had been involved with other people in the arts, or even lawyers involved in the separation proceedings. Once again, everything remained speculation. The actor never commented on these allegations, and over time, they faded, especially when he announced a new relationship, and later, his marriage to Katie Louise Saunders. These examples show how easy it is to create a narrative when the public has little official information. All it takes is a mysterious social media post or a public appearance without a wedding ring for theories to spread quickly. The life of an actor as popular as Song Joong-ki is closely followed by millions of fans, and any unusual detail can become news. But it's important to remember that not everything rumored is true, and rumors often reflect people's expectations more than the artist's reality. In the end, what's clear is that, despite all the rumors, Song Joong-ki has chosen to remain discreet, move on with his life, and focus on his career. He rarely discusses personal matters, which leaves room for speculation, but also shows that he prefers to protect his privacy. For many fans, this stance is a sign of maturity. Instead of trying to prove something to the public, he lets his actions and choices speak for themselves. This wave of rumors and speculation ended up having a real impact on Song Joong-ki's public image. Even without official confirmation, many fans began to take sides, some defending the actor tooth and nail, while others began to question his actions. In South Korea, where celebrity culture is extremely intense, a simple rumor can affect endorsement deals, drama popularity, and even social media following. Song Joong-ki was no different. The divorce and the stories that circulated around it created a divide among fans who were previously united by the couple. His controversial statements about discrimination against married actors also had an immediate impact. While some understood he was simply exposing a market reality, others felt it was an unfortunate statement that ignored how much more actresses suffer from this kind of pressure. Online forums, especially those frequented by women, were the first to criticize the actor's stance. Heated discussions erupted about male privilege and how, for many, hearing a successful man complain about opportunities seemed disproportionate. This decline coincided with the release of several projects that didn't achieve the expected success. For some audiences, this was interpreted as a decline in popularity. Some entertainment critics even pointed out that Song Joong-ki's clean image had been tarnished, and that it would take time to rebuild public trust. But it's also true that an actor's career is full of ups and downs, and it's not uncommon for productions to receive lower ratings for reasons unrelated to the cast's personal lives. Despite the criticism, it's remarkable how Song Joong-ki remained steadfast and continued investing in important projects. He chose diverse roles, took risks in productions that explored new facets of his acting, and continued participating in advertising campaigns. Little by little, some of the audience that had drifted away began to support him again, especially after he announced his new relationship and demonstrated that he was in a more mature and peaceful phase of life. This turbulent period also served as a test for his fan base. Those who remained by the actor's side showed that they admire him not only for the roles he plays, but for the way he handles difficulties. And for many, seeing Song Joong-ki face criticism without engaging in public discussions was a sign of elegance and professionalism. This choice to remain silent, far from harming him, ended up reinforcing the image of someone who prefers to resolve matters privately without exposing his personal life to further scrutiny. After so many rumors, it's only fair to reveal what's actually confirmed about Song Joong-ki's life. After all, the public deserves to separate rumor from reality. One of the most beautiful and under-discussed aspects of him is his philanthropic side. For many years, the actor donated to children with cancer through the Korea Childhood Leukemia Foundation without disclosing it to the press. It was only when the organization itself revealed the amounts that fans learned he had been contributing anonymously. This attitude demonstrated that, behind the star, there is someone who genuinely cares about social causes, not just his own image. Another confirmed fact is its relationship with the documentary Tears of the Antarctic, which he narrated. Song Joong-ki donated all of his earnings to support environmental protection and climate change awareness programs. This reinforces the idea that he enjoys using his fame to promote positive messages, even when there isn't much marketing return. In his personal life, the information is equally clear. He did indeed marry Song Hye-kyo in October 2017, and the divorce was finalized in July 2019, according to an official statement from both parties. There was no public dispute over assets, nor lengthy legal proceedings, a rarity for such a famous couple. In 2023, Song Joong-ki announced that he was remarried, this time to Katie Louise Saunders, a British actress, and that the couple was expecting their first child. The baby was born in June of the same year, and it was recently confirmed that they are expecting their second child, something that brought great joy to fans. In his professional life, the facts also speak for themselves. He remains one of South Korea's most sought-after actors, with prominent roles in series such as Vincenzo and Reborn Rich, even with some projects receiving mixed reviews or lower-than-expected ratings. His international popularity remains high, especially in countries like Japan, China, and the Philippines, where he has a loyal fan base. This shows that, despite the controversies, his career hasn't stopped. On the contrary, he continues to reinvent himself and choose roles that challenge his versatility as an actor. Finally, it's important to remember that all this confirmed information helps paint a more balanced portrait of Song Joong-ki. He's not just the character we see in dramas or the sum total of rumors circulating online. He's someone who went through a difficult time, saw his personal life scrutinized in every detail, but chose to move forward, build a new family, and continue working hard. Knowing these facts is a way to appreciate his journey and see beyond the headlines, recognizing that behind every celebrity lies a real person, with challenges, mistakes, and achievements like any of us. We've reached the end of this journey and are now able to see Song Joong-ki's life in a much more complete light. When we look only at the headlines, it seems like his story is made up of scandals and rumors, but the truth is quite different. We've seen that his marriage to Song Hye-kyo was real and important to his life, but that it ended respectfully, without public arguments. We also understand that many of the cheating rumors were never confirmed, and that their decision to remain silent was a choice to protect their privacy. We discussed the controversial statements he made, the public's reactions, and how this coincided with a period of ups and downs in his career. But we also saw that Song Joong-ki was unfazed, continuing to work and reinvent himself as an actor. More than that, we discovered his generous side, with silent donations to help sick children and environmental initiatives. This reminds us that behind every celebrity, there is a person who feels, makes mistakes, learns, and strives to do good. The most beautiful thing is that he was able to rebuild his life, start a new family, and today, he seems happier and more mature. This shows that we can all start over, even after going through difficult times. It's inspiring to see someone so famous choose discretion over conflict and continue to grow as a person and professional. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these revelations surprised you the most? Do you think the controversies really hurt Song Joong-ki's career, or did he turn things around? Leave your opinion in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you liked this video and want to continue following real, well-researched stories about the world of dramas and Korean celebrities, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. That way, you won't miss any new content and continue to discover the truth behind the scenes.